Today we make another modern riff of the Painkiller, and this one comes from Daniel O'Grady from his time at Lullaby. There are a bunch of reasons I found this one interesting. First, we're going to acid adjust the orange juice with lactic acid. That's something I've done a couple times on my own time, but not here on the channel. Second, I liked what was going on with the rum blend. We talk a lot about rum blends for Mai Tais and zombies, and it's always fun to see that level of thought and detail about rum go into blends that are used in other drinks as well. I believe this recipe was first shared publicly and where I saw it on the Cocktail College podcast. And if you like cocktails and you like podcasts, then you should check out the Cocktail College podcast. There's a ton of great episodes, and while you might enjoy all of them as I do, I'll list some of my favorites that have come out recently in this episode's description. Now, too many painkillers and really too many of anything can lead to a rough next morning, but you can avoid that rough next day with today's sponsor, which is ZBiotics. ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's that byproduct and not dehydration that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to drink this probiotic before drinking alcohol, drink responsibly, and get a good night's rest to feel your best tomorrow. Usually I save my ZBiotics for my free time, but sometimes I have a work project that just requires the use of ZBiotics. Go to zbiotics.com/makeanddrink. You can also scan the QR code on the screen right now to get 15% off your first order when you use Make and Drink at checkout. You can also sign up for a subscription using my code so you can stay prepared no matter the time or the occasion. ZBiotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee, so if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/makeanddrink and use the code MakeAndDrink at checkout for 15% off. Thank you to ZBiotics for sponsoring this episode and our good times. If you want to know more about the origin of the Painkiller, why it's not really a tiki cocktail, or you want to see a few modern riffs, I'll leave links to those at the end of the video and in this episode's description. Let's start with our lactic acid adjusted orange juice. You want your final juice to be 1% lactic acid, so we'll need a scale. I'll start with 1 gram of lactic acid, and now I'm going to add in 99 grams of orange juice. Lactic acid provides the sourness you get from dairy products like yogurt and the sour from sour beers. Different from citric and malic acids, more of that salivating sourness, not the super sharp citric acid sourness. All right, so let's make this cocktail, and yes, you could shake this. I think the recipe calls to shake it, but since I have an electric drink mixer, I'm going to use that instead. Start with 3/4 ounces of our fresh orange juice that's been acid adjusted with lactic acid, 3.5 ounces of fresh pineapple juice, 1.5 ounces of a cream of coconut, and their recipe is 3 parts Coco Lopez to 2 parts coconut milk. Now the fun stuff, 1 bar spoon of Hamilton 151, 1/4 ounce, and that's a scant 1/4 ounce of Cruzan Blackstrap rum, 3/4 ounces of Dorado 15, 1 ounce of Smith Cross. So there you go, a modern take on the Painkiller. All right, before I begin, I wanted to address something. I got, it was kind of like a snide comment recently about, it wasn't about why I put ice in the glass first and then dump the tin. It was someone upset that I do that. It just ruined their whole day. And their comment was that it was kind of dumb to do that because then you have stuff left over in the tin. Sometimes that's true, but there's a reason behind it. First of all, if you have something that has foam of some kind, then if you dump in the contents of your tin, whether it's your shaker or your drink mixer tin, and you put ice on top of it, then you don't have this, which is a frothy head on the top. And you can argue about if that's needed, whether you're using a straw or not, or the aromatics of it all. But it looks cooler this way. It looks better. There's a frothy head on this thing that's coming from the pineapple juice. But if you pour it in there first and then put the ice on it, then you're going to kill all that foam. You're going to have like an ice cap on it, which you might want, but this one I don't. So pretty much if it has pineapple juice, I do that. That's the main reason to do it. The second reason that I can do it is because I have, for the most part, an understanding about the volume of my glassware. If I'm making a Mai Tai, for instance, I know that I can put a cup of ice in the glass with the spent lime shell and then dump it in, and it will be the perfect height. And then the ice on the top is the ice that was just used to shake, and the ice at the bottom is the colder, newer ice. I kind of like the look of ice that's gone through the tin. It's a little smaller and kind of like glistening. So a lot of it's just the looks, but for this, it's more than looks. It's about not killing that frothy foam that you easily get from the drink mixer. So that's why I do it, but it also comes with having a little bit of knowledge about your glassware. And for this specific one that I've not put in this glassware, yeah, I had about a quarter to a half an ounce extra left in the tin, but it's worth it. So yeah, that's why. If you want to know why, that's why. Or if you're pissed off that I do that, that's why. So let's try it. It's hard to compare this to the other modern painkillers I did in that other video since it's not side by side. So I can't really say that this one is better or worse than those. It's rummy. You can get like the banana note in there of the rum, which you're not going to get if you're making the traditional one made with Husser's rum. I forgot that it's made with Husser's rum. And that's just Demerara. It's kind of, and it's not bad. It's just like a single note Demerara rum. But this, you get the Demerara, you get the Smith Cross, and then the Hamilton 151 boosting that. The Cruzan, I don't really notice it in there. So if people, that's pretty divisive rum. People like hate it. People love it. I think anytime you're using a quarter ounce or less, it's fine. To many, the Painkiller is their favorite cocktail. It is not my favorite. I would never order like a regular Painkiller anywhere. I would explore stuff like this, like if people are making interesting rum blends and they're looking at the combination of the pineapple, the orange, and the coconut and adjusting that. I think that's super interesting. I think that this is very good. This is very good. This is delicious. This is up there as far as painkillers go, and it still has like the DNA of a painkiller, and it touches all those bases that you want in a painkiller, but it's better because we're paying attention to that rum. That's the lactic acid orange juice. It's tough because I've done this recipe before and even had that orange juice on its own, and it's a little bit more tart, but it's not super noticeable. I don't think it's supposed to be like a 6% acid adjusted pineapple or orange juice, for instance. So it does help, and I like that style. When you're acid adjusting a cocktail, I like doing it to things like a pina colada and a painkiller, where we're not having to introduce, something else like the flavor of lime juice, unless that's something that you're looking for. So there you go, another excellent addition to the modern painkiller riffs, all of which are better than the one that's on the back of the Husser's cup. So the original one, made at the Soggy Dollar with Cruzan rum, is better. The three that I already shared in the updated modern painkillers, those are all much better, and this is much better as well. So I'm sorry if you love the Painkiller, the original one, and you're upset by my opinion, but you got to try these and judge it for yourself. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below. Consider subscribing to this channel if you want to support this channel more. I have a Patreon page you can check out. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one.